Hi, boys and girls. We're back to Zapato Power. We learned that this is Freddie, and Freddie has these super cool shoes that give him superpowers. He can run really fast. In the last chapter that we read, these shoes give Freddie a little bit of a problem. They make him go too fast when he's playing in gym and also when he's playing during recess with his friends. His friends think he's cheating because his shoes always help him win the games. And so Freddie asked Mr. Vaslov to help him. Mr. Vaslov thought of putting maybe an on or off switch. Let's see what happens next in chapter 4. Inventions take time. I'm not the most patient guy. Every afternoon, I knocked on Mr. Vaslov's tool shed. He opened the door halfway to talk to me. Are you finished? Not yet, Mr. Vaslov answered, but I have a great idea. What? I asked. A wristband with a button you can press. Sounds great. When will it be ready? Inventions take time, Freddie. Mr. Vaslov gently closed the door. The days went by slowly. I got tired of watching my friends play basketball at recess while I pretended to have a sore ankle. And Mr. Gooley got tired of my excuses about why I couldn't run during PE. What hurts today, Freddie? Mr. Gooley asked when I came up to him, holding my hand over my left ear. Mr. Gooley let me sit on the bench again, but I could tell he was getting suspicious. I didn't have any body parts left to complain about. Keeping my super speed a secret was taking a lot of brain work. It's not easy to come up with good excuses. Mr. Vaslov, I knocked on the tool shed door a week later. Is my on-off switch working yet? For the first time, no one answered. I knocked again, louder and harder. The door pushed open. I saw a bunch of wires and a purple wristband on the table. Was that the wristband Mr. Vaslov was making for me? I stood outside the tool shed for a few minutes, debating if I should go inside when Mr. Vaslov wasn't there. Then I heard crying. Wah! Who was in trouble? From the moment I got my purple zapatos, I've been watching out for chances to be a hero. Once, I saved Gio's puppy from a speeding car. I saved his basketball too after Mrs. Tran threw it out the window. But being a superhero meant helping people all the time. Wah! The sound was behind me, way up near my apartment, 29G. I couldn't resist. I turned around. Zoom, zoom, zapato. In half a blink, I was standing in front of Gio. His crying was a lot louder and slobbery in person than it was from far away. My ball, he wailed. The one Mr. Vaslov gave me, it's gone. This wasn't exactly a superhero rescue, but Gio was my friend and my neighbor. I zipped around the building in my purple zapatos to see if I could find his ball. No luck. Where did you see it last? I asked. When I was playing with it, he answered. Talking to Gio made me feel like a detective. I had to ask a lot of questions to get any information. Where were you playing with it? He pointed to the grass behind Building G. Mr. Vaslov told me to throw the ball up in the air, not at the windows or the wall. Good advice, I said. Zoom, zoom, Zapato. I ran around the building a couple more times, but I still couldn't find Gio's ball. He went inside to get Puppy, and I decided to try to find Mr. Vaslov again. Maybe he knew what had happened to Gio's ball. Nobody knew what was going on at Starwood Park like Mr. Vaslov. When I got back to the tool shed, the door was still open. Mr. Vaslov wasn't anywhere around. I saw the purple wristband on the table again. Was it ready yet? I stepped inside the tool shed for a closer look.